Hey everybody, it is I, your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend Joe Sebi. And happy Thursday, guys. And Thursday is part of our series of videos that we call Picture This. Picture This is when I give you an image, a photograph, a painting, a comic. It could be any visual, anything visual, some kind of image. And your job is to write a chorus based on whatever it is that is in the image. Now, like I say every week, there is no wrong way to do this. I want you to look at that photograph, whatever it is, and I want you to use your imagination, and I want you to write down whatever that makes you think about. Now, I would like to see that it's based on something in the image, but really, it's what it makes you feel or think, just based on you looking at that image. Now, there are some rules, and the rules are, it's got to rhyme, it's a song, it's got to tell a story, and number 3, it's got to make sense universally. And that's the other thing. It can't be like some inside joke or just inside thing that you and a friend used to say. It has to be kind of universally understood. Like I say this before, like if this was translated into French, when the French people listen to the song, they would have to understand exactly what the meaning is, or what the idea or the story was about based on the lyrics that were there. But again, like if you see a picture, whatever it is, even if it's a picture of the beach in the sun, you could write it about your mom because you and your mom spend a lot of time at the beach, so the song could be about your mom. It doesn't really have to be about the beach. The beach is just kind of what it makes you think about before you actually started to write. And that's your prerogative. You can do that if you want to. One of the other things I like to say, about this is, why do we do this, and why do I use this as a writing tool? Well, everything around us, whether we know it or not, is an influence. Everything, even if it's subliminal, even if we don't know it's an influence. And sometimes you need something to just jumpstart your creativity because you're not always feeling creative. And these are little tricks to just get your creativity kind of jump-started, so you can start to think about things that you want to write about. I know for myself, people rely on me to be creative when they come here to my studio. And, if I'm writing a song with somebody, they're looking to me for answers, And if I go, I can't think of nothing, then they're going to say, well, where are we going to go with this? So I always feel like, if I'm not feeling super creative, this is a great way to get my creativity started. We used to do this at Performing Arts, like when we were at the building physically in Inglewood. We had a big giant screen television. And if you weren't playing something after a while, the Google screensaver would come up and all these images would, for like 2 minutes, and another one would fade away and a new one would fade in. And, that was really a cool, we used to see a lot of cool visuals in those, Google images that would, dissolve and fade on the screen. And we started doing this in class when we were looking at those. I'd be like, wow, that is so cool how, that makes me think of a song, But, anything can be a song. Anything can make you think about a song. Like another song will make me think about a song. A movie, a commercial, a TV show. Going to a live concert sometimes. I'll come home and I'll have so many cool ideas. And not based on any of the songs I heard. It's just the event just put those ideas in my head so that I could, think of things for, I don't know, it just opens up a channel in my mind that makes creativity kind of come to the forefront, And you know, this is an exercise I've always relied on to help me when I can't, when I'm not feeling so creative. You know, we all have our, a lot of songwriters have their little Jedi mind tricks that make them kind of, be creative when you need it. Some songwriters, they only write when they get the bullet of creativity hits them in the head. But, in my case, I can't wait for inspiration to come. I have to create inspiration on a moment's notice like this. And so this is a great exercise to do that with. So I want to just tell you some of the rules of this. Again, there's no real rules, but there is a way to approach this. What I want you to do is study whatever picture I give you. Look at everything in it, because everything in it is a detail could help aid your story. So when you get your pen and paper, write a little list of everything that you see. Don't even worry about rhyming yet. Just write, a literal laundry list of everything that's in that photograph, and then start to come up with some ideas and then start to rhyme, but I want you to really stare at that photograph until you kind of, daydream into it. And when you pull back, start writing down everything that you saw in that little daydream. So right now, I'm going to stop talking because I'm going to show you the photograph. So here it is. Okay, so you saw that picture. You saw the photograph. It's a man and a woman, and they're separated by those bushes, and there's two different paths. The woman's going down one path, and the man's going down another. So when I stared at this, of course, my imagination goes into storyline and plot. I'm starting to think of a whole backstory based on what I'm looking at. So the first thing I thought of when I looked at that photograph was moving in different directions. And there's a lot of unspoken story there if you really, use your imagination. So what I came up with, I started looking at this and I started thinking about, okay, maybe they're moving apart. Maybe they're together, but they're moving apart. They're changing. I think about a relationship maybe going to its end and they're moving on from one another. That's what I get from that, So, so what I wrote was, I'll tell you the lyrics that I wrote for that. It goes, there is no communication, there is no love or affection, moving in different directions. I guess it's over now. We had it all, but now we stumble and fall. No, I won't beg, I won't crawl. You'll never bring me down. There is no communication, there is no love or affection, moving in different directions. I guess it's over now, over now. We had it all, but now we stumble and fall. No, I won't beg, I won't crawl. You'll never bring me down. So that's what I wrote based on that. I saw this whole thing like, they don't communicate anymore. There's no more love and affection. We're moving in different directions. I guess it's over now. We had it all, but now we stumble and fall. And I won't beg, I won't crawl. You'll never bring me down. So I'm going to walk. Like that's just what I got from this, photograph. And I hope you have something completely different than what I thought of. And, you know, you can make yours about a relationship if you want. You can make it about whatever you want. In fact, I can't wait to see what you guys come up with for this. Anyway, guys, that is all the time that we have for tonight. I also wrote a melody to this, too. This is why I already kind of knew the cadence. So, anyway, guys, this is your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend Joe Seavey signing off. I love you guys. Be safe. And we'll talk about this in class when I see you guys at the Zoom class on Tuesday. All right, guys, that is it. I'll see you guys later. Love you all. Peace.